Ronnie, are you there? I am so sorry to do this last minute. I know it's really bad, but I just won't be able to make it to the wedding today. I just had something come up and I won't be able to go. Wait, you really won't be able to make it at all today? Aw, well, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm going to miss you. Is everything okay? Are you sick or something? No, I'm not sick. It isn't anything like that. The thing is that I'm actually getting married today as well. So I just can't go to yours when I've got my own to go to. Hold on a second. I'm confused. You're getting married today too? Well, that's amazing. Wow. Congrats. I don't even know what to say, but this is so sudden. I had no idea. It is a bit sudden, yes. But the thing is that if I don't get married to my fiancé today, then he's going to end up getting married to you. I had to make sure that our wedding went down in the books before yours did. Wait, I'm sorry. I don't get it. What are you saying? What does that mean? I'm trying to say that I've stolen your fiancé, Toby. So sorry if that clashes with your wedding plans, though. I know you'll forgive me since we're such good friends, though. What? No, wait. What? Sara, what are you talking about? You and Toby are getting married? Today? With Toby? You? Oh, whoa. This is way funnier than I thought it would be. You're so funny. Do you know that? This isn't a joke. I'm seriously really lost here. I don't get it. What do you mean that you and Toby are getting married? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. This is my marriage that I'm talking about. Tell me, has Toby even showed up to your wedding venue yet? I think you'll find your answer there. Hold on. He actually hasn't shown up yet. Where is he? But, well, I got here early, so there's still time for him to show up. I know for a fact that he'll be here in 10 minutes. He has to come. Okay then, if that's what you think. I guess you can wait 10 minutes and then tell me what happens. Although I already know what's going to happen. Toby, what is going on? Where are you? Why haven't you arrived here yet? Everyone is waiting for you. It's way past when you said that you would be here.
Wait, hold on. Are you seriously still hoping that I'm going to be showing up there? I thought you and Sara already talked this out, right?
Wait, what?
Do you finally get it now? Have you finally wrapped your head around what's going on? Sara and I have gotten married, and that is that. Sorry if you thought you and I were getting married today, but that is just not the case.
I don't know what to say. I'm shocked. I mean, we're really not getting married at all? I mean, my friend stole my fiancé? How did this happen? What's going on?
Alright, you're clearly in shock, so let me spell this out for you. The fact of the matter is that you are not good enough to marry the son of a CEO like me. But Sara, unlike you, is good enough for me.
What do you mean? How can you say something like that?
You see, I'm going to be the one to inherit my family's fortune and company. I have to think about my future really seriously. I need to find a wife that's good enough to be at my side. I have to make my network my net worth. Got it?
So then, that's why you got together with my friend Sara?
That's right. It's more than fair enough to say that she is obviously cuter than you. So that makes her the perfect wife. Knowing how much better looking she is than you is going to motivate me in the future to work harder. Being with you would just hold me back. She's obviously the best suited to become the future wife of a future CEO.
Is this some kind of joke? What is going on here? You want a wife that would support you? Do you really think that I wouldn't have done that for you?
What are you talking about? All you've ever done is look down on me and treat me like an idiot. You've really changed as a person ever since your career took off. You know that? Ever since you got the promotion and became my boss, you've always treated me as if I'm stupid ever since then.
You can't be serious. Please tell me that that's not how you really feel about me.
Just think about it. Anytime I make even the slightest mistake at work, you show no mercy and always lay into me. All because you got a promotion before I did. I was your boyfriend. Why did you talk to me like that?
Hold on a second. Are you talking about what happened last month? That wasn't just a tiny mistake. That was a huge deal that you caused. You cost the company $1 million. I'm sorry that it upset you, but as your boss, it was my job to make sure that you understood just how serious what you did was.
Oh, give me a break. You kidding me? You my boss, or you my lover? You're a woman, so the answer is pretty obvious, don't you think? The fact of the matter is that no woman should ever talk down to her man like that.
I don't believe you. Please tell me that you don't actually think that's how things work. Do you really think that I should have just let you go with a slap on the wrist for that? It was all your fault. What was I supposed to do? Just say pat you on the head and say that you didn't do anything wrong? You were the one who told me when I got promoted that you wouldn't mix work and home life.
Well, yeah, I said that. But I quickly learned that I didn't actually want to do that. And unlike you, Sara is actually nice to me all the time. Whenever I made a mistake at work, when you got that promotion before me, Sara was always there with a kind word to say to me.
Hold on a second. Are you telling me that this affair has been going on since before I got the promotion? I mean, I got promoted 2 years ago. How long has this been going on?
I don't know. I didn't write it down in my calendar or anything like that. But anyways, the fact is that I'm with Sara now. We're married, and you and I are through. The past is the past and doesn't have anything to do with us now.
I don't know what to say. What is the matter with you? You're sick.
I'm not sick. I made a logical choice to pick Sara, who will always support me over you, the mean woman boss who always talks down to me. Also, I quit. I'm gonna go back to my parents and take over their business.
Are you being serious? You're really quitting to me like this? All right then. As your boss, I accept your resignation.
Well, I wasn't asking your permission. I already left my letter of resignation on your desk. Once you've finished explaining to everyone that your wedding is over, you can go to the office and check for yourself.
You already wrote your letter of resignation? Wow, you must really be serious about this.
Of course I'm serious. To be honest, I would have liked to stay at that company a little longer so that I could get a bit more experience for when I take over the family business, but as you can see, things change. Anyways, I gotta go do my best to become a CEO for my new wife's sake.
Oh man, yesterday was such a blast. I am beat. I bet you had quite the day yesterday too, right? Having to cancel all those wedding plans last night and explain to everyone what happened. You thought that you were going to have such an amazing wedding and it all fell apart. I hope you were crying the whole time. Actually, if you really want to know, I was so shocked yesterday that I didn't even cry at all. But everyone did feel really bad for me. Yeah, I bet they did. I mean, who wouldn't feel bad for someone whose husband ran away from them to marry someone else on the day of their wedding? I bet they all must have thought you were just the most pathetic woman ever. But all the while, Toby and I were the ones actually getting married. We just got a notice from the court that it's official. Oh, I see. Is that so? Well, congrats to the two of you, I guess. I hope you both have a happy life or whatever. Honestly, I just don't even know what to say to this. I mean, how is someone even supposed to react when something like this happens to them? Oh, thank you so much. Now I'll be a CEO's wife. Isn't that great? And while I cheer for Toby on the sides, I'll be living in the lap of luxury. A lap of luxury, huh? Right. But are you really sure about that? You think that's what's going to happen? Of course that's what's going to happen. Why else do you think that I stole Toby from you in the first place? I was always thinking of how to make him mine ever since I met him. Or rather, as soon as I knew who his family was. I really didn't think much of him at first, but knowing that his father was a CEO changed all of that. I knew that I had to make him mine. Wow, I just really don't even know what to say. But I guess you two probably really deserve each other if that's the reason why you're marrying him. But I just really hope that you realize what you've done. You should know that I'm not even mad, but my parents and all of our friends sure are. I don't really care what you or anyone else thinks, to be honest. They can all cut me off and out of their lives if they want. I'm going to be the wife of a CEO. What do I care? Are you serious? Do you seriously not realize what you've done? I don't care if I lose all of my friends because I can just make new rich friends. You thought you were going to be living the pampered life, but you were wrong. I'm the one who's going to have that life. Plus, we are going to throw a huge, expensive wedding ceremony, buy a new car, move into a penthouse. Oh my gosh, my heart is fluttering in my chest. You'll eat your words one day. You don't have a single idea what you're talking about. The wedding, the car, the penthouse. You're seriously dreaming if you think any of that is happening. You know, jealousy looks really, really ugly on you. And Toby is never ever going to get back with you ever again. I know that you're probably feeling crushed, but you need to wake up and face reality. I mean, it's already official. Toby and I are already legally married. You thought that you were going to marry rich and be a CEO's wife, but it was me. Except you do know that his dad's company doesn't even exist anymore, right? Wait, what do you mean by that? I don't understand. Of course it still exists. Do you have any idea what you're even saying? I know you're jealous, but there's no need to lie about anything. That is just taking it a little too far, don't you think? Yeah, I'm not jealous of you at all. In fact, I just really pity you. I know that you're really excited about all of this, but the fancy wedding, the car, the penthouse, none of that is going to happen. I mean, it might if you take out some huge loans or something, but yeah, good luck, you two. Hold on. What are you talking about? What do you mean that the company doesn't exist? That doesn't make sense. Of course it exists. I mean, Toby told me that he was going to be taking over his dad's company. Yeah, he might be taking it over by his imagination, but yeah, the fact is that his family's company went under and is bankrupt. I know that last night you two were so excited for your futures, but I was more confused as to what you were talking about more than anything. I don't get it. What do you mean the company is bankrupt? How can that be? I haven't heard anything about this. Even Toby, who is right here next to me, is telling me that this is the first he's hearing about it. No way. I know that can't be true. His parents talk all the time about how much trouble the business is in. I even remember them talking about having to close down once. There is no way that this is the first time that Toby is hearing of this. But Toby is telling me that he really had no idea at all, and your story isn't adding up. I mean, you and him were supposed to have some crazy expensive wedding that his parents were going to pay for, right? How could people running a bankrupt company afford to pay for a wedding like that? Well, that's just it. They felt just awful about losing the business, which they were hoping to leave to their son. They said that the least they could do was pay for our wedding, and so they did. No, that can't be right. Are you serious? Apparently, the bankruptcy has been coming for some years now. They tried to push it off for as long as they could, but they saw the writing on the wall. There's no company and barely even any inheritance to speak of. They felt so bad, so they felt like the least they could do was to pay for their dear son's wedding. They were just glad that their son had a good, stable job, but Toby went and brought the whole wedding to nothing. He basically spat in the face of the hard work of his parents. So then, his parents didn't pay for such an expensive wedding because they just had so much wealth that they could easily afford it? No, of course not. They basically wiped out the last of their savings to afford it. His parents wanted that to be their last gift to Toby, and he ruined it all. You have to be kidding me. That can't be right. His family was supposed to be rich. This was my plan for the rest of my life. But they're bankrupt? My whole plan. All gone. My beautiful future in ruins? You know that running a company is really hard, don't you? And many that aren't huge are barely just turning a profit. Just because someone has their own company doesn't mean they're rich. Many companies go under. It's just a fact of life. I don't get it. So you knew all of this, but you still wanted to marry Toby? Why would you do that if you weren't even going to be a CEO's wife? Why did you want to marry him if he didn't have any money? I wasn't marrying him for his money or to become a CEO's wife or anything like that. I knew that his family business was going under, but I wanted to marry Toby because I really liked him. Are you kidding me? Is that it? You wanted to marry him out of love? That's right. I really admired that even though he kept making mistakes at work, he didn't quit and kept on trying. But after I got my promotion, he started acting really coldly, and it felt like we hardly talked after that. I thought that things would have changed after we got married, but we know how that went. So I guess I have to say that I'm really grateful to you. I don't believe this. I don't know what to say. This is crazy. So, thank you so much, Sara. You saved me from marrying a serious idiot. You saved me from a world of pain, you know? Instead, you've become the idiot's wife instead. This can't be right. What is this? What's going on? This can't be right. Anyways, good luck with the rest of your life with Toby. Make sure to have enough fun for the both of us.
Hey, Ronnie. What's going on here? Just how long have you known about my family's company being bankrupt? I mean, I had no idea about any of it, so how did you hear about this before I did?
Toby, what are you talking about? Your parents told us this a while ago. We both knew about this well before we were supposed to get married. In fact, I have no idea how you had no idea about any of this. Do you seriously not remember them talking about their business being in trouble or when they filed for bankruptcy? I mean, do you even listen when they talk?
No, it isn't that. I was just so sure that I was going to be taking it over. I thought that they were just talking about how hard they were working. I thought that's just how you talked when you owned a business. I was just being a good son.
Wait, a good son? What do you mean by that?
Well, who asks about how much people make or how business is really going? I wasn't trying to impose on them or ask things that weren't my business.
But you were going to take over the business, so you thought that you were just being polite or something?
I would just ask how work was, and he would just say that it was hard, and I thought that he was just making polite conversation, but I thought the business was still going.
Are you kidding me? You were going to take over the business, Toby.
But they paid for our wedding. How was I supposed to know that they had no more money after that? I mean, whenever I would visit home, they always had food, they always looked like they were comfortable. I don't get it.
I really just don't know what to say. I mean, these are your parents that we're talking about. How could you not ask them more about their lives? They sold what they could of their business and wanted to try and give us a good wedding as a final gift.
Is that what happened? I just thought that they wanted to give us a nice wedding is all.
You really are stupid. You know that? I mean, wow. Just wow.
But what should I do? This is really, really bad, right? I mean, I never even thought of what I would do if the family business went under. I quit my job because I thought I had it made. I need you to take my resignation letter and burn it right away.
I am so sorry to say, but I actually already processed the letter this morning, so there's no going back now.
Wait, you did what? Are you serious? So you mean that I officially have no job at all? Well, this is awful. I never wanted this to happen to me. This isn't why I quit. Please, can't you talk to someone and ask them to undo this? I didn't mean to quit if this is what was going to happen to me. I thought that I was going to be moving on to bigger and better things. Surely a company can understand things not working out and take someone back after an experience like this, right?
You heard me. And no, there is no going back from what you did. The decision is permanent, and you are not getting another position here ever again. I guess you better go and find a new job to take care of that new wife of yours. Anyways, I think we're done here, right? Hey, I'm getting a divorce, so I need your help right now. Come take Toby off my hands for me. You can have him back. Excuse me, just what are you talking about? I can't stand being with Toby anymore, so I want to get a divorce from him. I stole him from you, so now I'm giving him back. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm not going to be taking him back at all. And just what is all of this about all of a sudden? I mean, you two just got married, right? Yeah, we did get married, and as soon as we did, Toby started using up all of my savings. He was talking about wanting to use my money to rebuild his family's company. He was talking about how much he needed capital, and he took my money. Wow, that is just terrible. Sounds like an awful place to be, really. I tried to talk him out of it and tell him no, but he just wouldn't take no for an answer. He told me that I'd promised to always support him and ran to take it all. He just kept saying that he was the son of a CEO, so he could do it. He thought it was just in his DNA. But just think about it. If he succeeds, then you could have your dream life again, right? Surely his parents weren't able to keep their company going, but who knows, in a couple of decades he might turn things around. Of course, that might take tens of thousands of dollars of investment, and he was raised by company founders, so who knows, he might have a chance. Of course he doesn't have a chance. What are you talking about? It's been a month and we're already $30,000 in debt. How are we supposed to turn this around? Whoa, are you serious? You're already that deep in debt? That's insane. He's just trying to throw things at the wall and see what sticks, but he doesn't have any planning done or anything like that. He doesn't even have any other investors. I mean, he doesn't even know what his product will be. How is he supposed to succeed like that? Yeah, you're right. It really does sound like he has no idea what he's doing with all your money. I can't take it anymore. I want a divorce and I want it now. This was supposed to be the start of my perfect life, and now it's a nightmare. None of my friends want anything to do with me anymore, and I can't leave the house because no one will host me. Please, do you think that you could lend me some money? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Everyone did say that they would want nothing to do with you after what you did. I know, it isn't fair. So please, you're the only person that I can turn to now. I need your help. Even my parents told me that this is all my fault. Can you believe it? You have to do something to help me. I can't stand being here anymore. I need to divorce Toby as soon as possible. Please take him back. I don't want him anymore. I already told you that that is not going to happen. He's your problem now, so you deal with him. And this is all your fault, and you did do it to yourself. Do you really not realize that? Please don't be like this. How can you be so cruel? Are you really just going to abandon me like this? Please, you have to do something. You can't just leave us both like this. I seriously need your help right now. Don't you get what a serious situation this is? I mean, we are already drowning in debt. Can't you do anything to help us out? This is a real time of need for me. I thought that we were friends, right? What kind of way is this to treat a friend? Remember all the good times that we had together? I am begging you here. Please help us out of this mess. I can't see a way out. Do you even remember what you did to me? You stole my husband and ruined my wedding. Goodbye. Wait, no. Please don't go. Please don't leave me like this. Can't you at least tell me where Toby's parents have gone to live? They already sold their old house. I don't know where I can kick Toby out to if I don't know where his parents are. His parents are actually living in some corporate housing. I heard about how they had to sell their old house and land due to bankruptcy. They were going to move into some small apartment together, but I offered them to move into some of our corporate housing instead. Wait, really? So that means that you do know where they are right now, right? I do, but I won't be telling. Actually, if you'd like to know, my company's in talks with them about investing into their new company. It's an idea as a subsidiary of our own. They seem really excited about the idea and already have years of experience. Seems like it won't be long before the two of them are back on their feet. I had no idea about any of that. That's amazing. That's right. They are really bringing a lot to the table and work great with the team that we have here. Things are basically going great for them. Wow, so they really are working hard then, huh? They are, although I'm really not sure how much of that spirit they passed along to Toby through their DNA or whatever he was going on about. I don't think that business know-how works that way. That is what I've been trying to tell him, but still he insists on using up my money and we are living on a shoestring budget. At this rate, I'm not sure how much more of this we can take. Well, then it sure is a good thing that you promised to support him always, right? Anyways, good luck being married to that guy. Sara and Toby really thought that they were the perfect match for each other, but by the end of the month, the two of them were over $100,000 in debt. Sara ran away from the house in the middle of the night. She still texts me now and then asking for money, but I just ignore her. As for Toby's parents, their company is taking off and they're regularly sitting at some top-level meetings with their parent company. We see each other in the break room and always have a good time talking.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey Audrey, you and I are breaking up today. I have finally found the woman that I'm destined to be with.
Cedric?
I'm going to be married to that woman and live a happy life. And she already told me that she wants to get married, so we've already found a place we plan to hold our wedding at, too. So you and I are over after today.
Wait a second, Cedric. Who the heck is this woman you're destined to be with? Haven't you been dating me for a while now with the intent of marrying me? Yet now you're telling me that you've already gone and chosen a place to marry this other woman?
As far as girlfriends go, you were a really good one. You never got upset with me about anything, and your cooking has been outstanding. You really didn't require any kind of work from me, but I don't see you as being someone I can marry. I only see myself marrying the daughter of a CEO and gaining a whole lot of money after I become her husband.
Huh?
When it comes to men, we sometimes marry for money as well. Anyway, just know that I'll be marrying her and gaining a whole lot of money doing so. Man, I never thought the day would come where I would be able to become rich this easily.
Wait. Right now I have zero clue about what all is going on. Don't tell me that you've been cheating on me this whole time with that woman while you and I have been dating, right?
Well,
So you have been cheating on me, and with the daughter of a CEO?
well, yeah. It's crazy to think the daughter of a famous CEO is willing to marry a man like me. Right now, I'd have to say I'm the happiest man in the world.
How did you ever end up with the daughter of a CEO, though? Does someone with the money she has really want to get married to a basic office worker?
What are you talking about? How would you know who I'm really destined to end up with?
What?
Actually, you should know considering that she's your best friend, Erica. My God, if I'd known sooner that you were friends with the woman whose father's the CEO. I'm surprised about how well you kept her hidden from me for so long. The fact that she's even friends with a basic chick like you is crazy to me.
Are you kidding me? You've been cheating on me with one of my best friends? And out of all my friends, Erica?
And it's because I plan to marry her now that you and I are no longer a couple. I'm going to marry that Erica girl and become freaking rich. And maybe at some point in the future, become the next CEO of her father's company. Then I'd be on top of this world, winning at everything I've ever wanted to as a super popular CEO.
Come on now, Erica. What the heck were you thinking taking the hand of one of your best friend's boyfriends? I know that you've been going out with Cedric behind my back. Oh, you've already figured that out? Well, I was just told by Cedric a little bit ago that he wants the two of us to break up after today. He plans on getting married to you, so he told me that we're no more. And he said that you both already chose where you're having your wedding? Come on now, Cedric. I know that he wants the two of us to get married as soon as possible, but he shouldn't have told you about us just yet. I wanted to enjoy the thrill of going out with him behind your back for a little bit longer. Stop acting like you've done nothing wrong here and explain yourself. You've really done it now after stealing your best friend's boyfriend and dating him behind my back. And what makes this a whole lot worse is that you already planned to get married. Hold up now, Audrey. Could you calm down just a tad bit? I didn't take him from you because I wanted to. He was the one who fell in love with me first. He came up to me and said that he'd rather be married to me than to some plain Jane like you. Huh? Well, there's no stopping that from happening though, right? After all, I'm the daughter of a CEO and have loads of money. And on top of that, I'm a sexy-looking girl, so I'm obviously the better choice compared to you. It's only natural that he chooses to throw you out for me. Excuse me? If you plan to hold something like this against me, then go right ahead and be hateful. Even if you did look really good, you're not the daughter of a man with lots of money and barely make it by with that simple job of yours. If you'd been half as good as me, then maybe you could have held on to my Cedric and never lost him to my influence. Who cares that you're the daughter of a CEO? I've had enough of this. Where do you get off thinking it's okay to take the hand of one of your best friend's boyfriends like that? I've seriously had enough of you, Erica. It's not even like the company your dad runs is a good one anyway. I remember it wasn't too long ago that it was on the edge of going bankrupt because of your dad. So stop acting like just because you're the daughter of him, you have the money to just live the life you please. What was that? I remember back in middle school when your parents both died in a car accident and how I was there to care for you when you needed someone to understand you. Yet now you think that by having that title as the daughter of a CEO, you can just treat others like crap. Get a hold of yourself and look at what you're doing to me, your friend. Well, even if they are dead, I'm still the daughter of a CEO. What does it matter that my dad is dead now and is no longer the current CEO? I was born into this world as the CEO's daughter, and I'm going to stay that way. So even if my dad is now dead and his company almost fell apart after he passed, I am still the daughter of a CEO. What? And also, I have all the money and assets that my parents left behind for me. And all of that is available for me because of my dad. Unlike someone like you, I am able to live the life I want every day without having to worry about money. I'm telling you right now, Erica, you need to stop this. All that money you keep on bragging about is pretty much used up by this point, right? What? I know that you've come trying to borrow money plenty of times now, right? You've tried your best to live off what your parents left for you, but even that money has a limit. And I'm sure that now you're trying to find someone to care for you, and you're using your past image as a CEO's daughter to lure men into you. Why do you know all about that? I knew you never noticed a thing about me. The person that had to hear about how you wanted to come and borrow money after your money began to run out was me. What the? You were the nasty-looking chick at the front desk that I spoke to? You're the one that chose not to give me a penny even after I told you how much I needed the money and everything? I heard about how you'd be coming in to talk about how you needed the money and everything. And so to keep you from noticing that I was working the front desk, I did my makeup pretty poorly to hide myself from you. And I know more than just what happened between you and me at the front desk. I know that after I told you no, you stormed out of there whining like a child. But I never knew that was you there. How could you do something like that to me? I didn't do it thinking that I'd be able to listen to your sad reason for wanting more money. I did it just to keep you from knowing where I work. What I want to know is why you thought it was okay to take your best friend's boyfriend from her. Well, actually, I don't need an answer because you can have him now that I know how awful of a man he is. But you need to stop lying to him about yourself. Tell him that you're no longer the daughter of a CEO, okay? I'm not lying to him about that, though. I am the daughter of a CEO, all right? Now, you'd better keep that information about my parents and I a secret, okay? Don't you dare say anything needless to him about me.
I'm assuming that the invitation to our wedding has made it to you by now? We're going to have a special seat saved there just for you, so you'd better come.
What kind of special seat could you have saved for me? And I've never even heard of anyone inviting their ex-girlfriend to their wedding before, Cedric.
But I understand that, but to the two of us, you're like our Cupid. So we'd like you to be there on the day of our wedding to see the final product of you dating me.
Huh? I'm your guys' Cupid?
Well, it's because of you that I'm going to be able to marry the daughter of a CEO and gain lots of money. To be honest, for a long time I didn't think you had any good-looking friends that were worth my time until I finally found out about Erica. And once I knew who she was, I ran into her on the street and asked her to go out for lunch with me. And that was the day I learned that not only was she sexy, but she also had a wealthy father and lots of money. When I learned that, I thought I'd take my chance and tell her that I loved her, not thinking that she'd actually say yes to us dating.
So that's how the two of you began cheating on me.
If I had never started dating you way back then, there would have been no way of me finding Erica and telling her that I love her. So, to show you my thanks to you, I sent you that invitation to our wedding and have a special seat waiting for you.
I don't need any thanks from you, though. So I'm going to say no to coming to that wedding of yours.
Come on now. Don't say something so cold to me. This wedding is going to be pretty flippin' huge, with lots of gorgeous decorations and delicious food, all thanks to her father's money. I don't think you're ever going to be invited to a wedding like ours for the rest of your life, Audrey. This is a very important event for everyone, so put our past behind us and come see our special day.
Huh? You guys are having this wedding with Erica's dad's money?
And actually, it looks as though our parents are going to be handling all the costs of our wedding for us. Man, That sure does sound like something a couple of wealthy people would do for their daughter and son-in-law. I won't even have to pay a penny for this wedding, and that gets me super excited.
What? Her parents are paying? Is that what Erica told you?
Yep. Her parents both seem to be very busy people, as is expected of them, so I haven't been able to meet them yet, but if they're paying for this whole wedding, then they must be really amazing parents. And so, to show them just how happy I am to become their son-in-law, I put together a wedding worth over $1 million.
$1 million?
And that's why you definitely need to come to it. We are having a Michelin-rated chef cooking the food for us, and all the alcohol is going to be imported. We are putting their money into every corner of this wedding and make sure it's worthwhile for everyone.
That's going to be one hell of an amazing wedding then, Cedric. I hope you really enjoy it.
I will. And that's why I'm saying if you don't come to this wedding, you'll regret it all your life. I want to make sure that you know that, and that we put a lot of thinking into having you at the CEO daughter's wedding. I really want you to see what $1 million wedding, all paid for by her parents, will look like.
But that girl doesn't even have any parents anymore.
What?
Even after everything, it seems she's still gone and left you in the dark. That must mean she's still lying to you about herself. I don't want to say anything else that might harm you guys, so just go and talk with her about what she said before you have that wedding. If you don't talk to her before then, you'll both be left paying for that whole wedding with no help from anyone.
What's with that? Why do you think she's lying to me and leaving me in the dark? And what's all this about her not having any parents? Why would you say something like that to me now?
I just happen to know a lot about Erica and her family, and that's why I'm saying this. Erica is not the daughter of any CEO now. Her parents passed away quite some time ago, back when we were in middle school.
Huh?
And after that, her father's company had a really hard time dealing with his loss and almost went completely under. But even after all of that, she still uses her past as the daughter of a CEO to get what she wants now. But in reality, she isn't the daughter of a CEO anymore and is just another simple girl like me.
What? What the heck do you mean? Is all of what you're saying to me actually true?
It sure is. And that's why I recommend you talk with her one last time about all of this before you have that wedding. If you don't, you are going to marry someone who doesn't have a lot of money and will expect you to pay for her wedding.
You're lying, right? There's no way what you're saying about her is true. She told me herself that her father is a CEO and a popular one at that. That's not a lie. You're just messing with me, right? If she really is without parents, then what's going to happen to our wedding? She told me that they both were going to pay for the whole wedding and that I could spend as much as I pleased on it.
Maybe she was saying that with the intent of using whatever money she has left from her parents to pay for the wedding?
What? Erica really has that kind of money from her parents after they passed away? Well, if that's the case, then for the time being, I'm in the clear. If she has the money to throw a wedding like this with me, then who cares that her parents aren't around anymore?
I'm sorry, but I don't think she has the money to call yourself in the clear. As far as I'm aware, whatever money her parents did leave for her is pretty much gone now. And right now, I'm aware that she's been trying to work with legal loan sharks asking to borrow money to make ends meet.
What? She's trying to borrow money now?
Like I've suggested, you should go and talk with her once more about all of this. And that will be your chance to ask her about all the lies she's been telling you, and you can learn about the real story. If you don't learn now, you are going to have a very destructive wedding on your hands. Stop screwing around with me, Audrey. You've really caused a whole lot of unnecessary BS now. I remember telling you to keep all of that a secret, right? I'm sorry, but I just couldn't sit around and let you take Cedric down with you. There's no way in hell you'd be able to pay for $1 million wedding like Cedric told me you could. As far as legal terms go, you're trying to have a fraudulent marriage. Shut the hell up! And as for this $1 million wedding, I've heard nothing about it. I only have another $10,000 left from my parents that I'm not going to be spending on the wedding. At the very most, I'll put maybe $5,000 of it into the wedding, but that's it from me. But what the hell is with Cedric making all these plans for the wedding that's raised the cost of it up to $1 million? Oh, now I see what's going on here. So he must have thought that since you told him you're the daughter of a CEO, that your parents would pay for the whole thing easily. Well, it's not like he's to blame, considering that you told him your parents are rich. Huh? You did tell him that you're still the daughter of a CEO and that they'd be paying for that wedding, right? Why else would he be saying that you told him all of that? I mean, if you told me something like that as a lie, I'd believe you as well and go all out on my wedding. I had no choice then. If I told him the truth about my parents and I, then he would have never gone through with wanting to marry me. I just wanted to get married as soon as possible, and this was the only way. I understand how you feel about wanting to get married soon, since we're all at that age now where marriage is on the mind. But there are right ways of finding someone and very wrong ways, Erica. What the hell? It's not like everything I've told him is a lie, right? It's still true that I am the daughter of a CEO. It's just that my dad is no longer around, and neither is the company that he ran, but I'm still his daughter. In other words, you are no longer the daughter of a CEO. Erica, all you are now is a simple woman. I am not. I am still the daughter of a CEO and always will be. And that's the reason why I'm planning on starting a company of my own in his image. Huh? You're starting a company now? There are tons of other people that will try to stop me from doing what I'm doing, telling me that because my dad is gone, I'm no longer the daughter of a CEO. So if that's the case, then I'll just revive my dad's company like it was before he passed away. I'm going to make this new company in his image and give it the exact same name. A company with the same name? Are you actually running that company already? Not at this time. I have the company put together, but I have no idea how to actually run the place. What? Well, that just means you've made an LLC, but don't actually do anything with it, right? Well, it's still a company nonetheless, and so that's all I need. And I plan to end this company anyway the moment I marry Cedric. I just have the company put together to make him think that I'm the daughter of its CEO, and that's it. You've really gone ahead and committed a textbook case of fraud then. Making up a company just so that you can get the man you want? I started the company when I was taken out to lunch by him when you both still dated. I already knew about him because of you and knew that he looked like a great guy. And since I was able to show him my dad's company and say that I was the CEO's daughter, I was able to get him right into my arms. And that's why he and I are going to get married. But now you've gotten in the way of my plans, and I'm not going to forgive you for that one. I don't need you to forgive me for any of this. All I really care about is that you return all the money you borrowed back to those you borrowed it from. There's already word out there about how some of the loan sharks you borrowed from are looking for you. Huh? I'll just leave you with this. Even if after your marriage your last name changes, that won't be enough to stop people from finding you and getting their money back. I'm really not sure why you went through all of this trouble to get married to Cedric, but don't think that it's that easy to run away from your debts. What? It isn't. I can't get rid of this debt after I marry Cedric? Well, then that means there's no reason for me to be getting married to him right now at all. Of course you'd think that now. I'm not sure what will happen to the two of you now. But whether you both break up now or he forgives you for lying and you both stay together, you are still going to have to deal with the money you borrowed. You went around saying you're the daughter of a CEO, so make sure you uphold that image by paying off all your debt.
Aubrey, listen to me. I was lied to badly by Erica. Just as you had told me before, she is not the daughter of a CEO anymore. And not only that, but she started a fake company to make it seem like her father's company was still around. And she's got all sorts of debt piled up. She's a wretched woman.
She is supposed to be the woman you're destined to be with, so don't go around calling her a wretched woman like that.
What destined woman are you on about? I've already gone and broken up with her. And as for the wedding, it's canceled.
What? You went and canceled it? Even after you went and sent all the invitations out to everyone?
Well, you don't have to tell me that. I'm very embarrassed by all of this, and it's all her fault. But I'd rather be embarrassed about canceling the wedding than being with a woman like her now. And I'm going to make sure that she's the one to pay for the wedding cancellation fees. Once that's all handled, I'll get back together with you and we can get married.
Yeah. I'm going to marry you now?
I've already gone and broken up with Erica. So please, can you get back together with me again and make things right? I messed up by thinking that she was the daughter of a CEO, but it's because of me falling for her lies that I've come to realize how amazing of a woman you are.
No thanks, Cedric. You went and cheated on me with her, so there's no making things right after that. Do you really think I want to be back dating a man like you? And besides, you told me that Erica is your destined wife, and that's the reason you cheated on me with her, right?
Hey, come on now, Audrey. You and I can make things work again. And be honest with me, Audrey. You are happy to hear that I want you back now, right? You told me that she was lying to me because you still have feelings for me, right? Why else would you have helped me out if it wasn't out of love?
What?
I'm right? If you really had something against me, you would have let me fall into her trap and live a life in misery. But you ended up helping me out before that happened. You worried about me and made sure I knew about her lies. You helped me out of that mess because you still love me, right?
I just didn't want the two of you getting married. That's the only reason I told you about her. I didn't do any of that because I still love you, so stop thinking something as crazy as that.
Come on. You did all that because you want me back.
No, I'm serious about not loving you. And also, I have a fiancé now.
Huh?
To tell you the truth, just yesterday he and I met and started dating. And the reason we started a relationship is because we love one another enough to get married, making him my fiancé, in other words.
Huh? It hasn't even been a month since you and I broke up. Yet you have a new man now? And you already plan to marry him? That's way too soon to be thinking about marriage.
Our love has nothing to do with how soon we get married. You and I don't have anything between us anymore, and I love this new man a whole lot. I have the right to love him to the point that I want to marry him, and you can't do squat about it.
But listen, normally you'd still have some sort of feelings toward your ex, right? There's no way your feelings for me went away within a month like that, right?
But that's the great thing about this past month. I haven't felt a single thing for you since the day we broke up, and I am thankful for that. To tell you the truth, I hate people that cheat on others, and so you made it clear to me that you didn't want me liking you anymore when you told me about what you were doing. The moment you said you cheated on me, all those years of us being together vanished. And that's why I was able to find a new man so easily and find out that I really love him.
Huh?
So in other words, thank you for cheating on me. It's because of you being such a disgusting jerk that I was able to move on to a real man.
Hey, so you really don't plan on making things right with me? You really do plan to get married to a man who isn't me?
Of course I do. So don't you ever come around my life again, Cedric. I don't care whether you choose to leave Erica or stay together with her. But you did say that she was your destined woman, so you should treat her as such. Now you have a great rest of your life. After that, based on rumors about those two, they ended up breaking things off with one another completely. And following that, those loan sharks began to catch up to Erica to get their money from her, and she ran off into the night. At this point in time, nobody has any idea where that girl could be, and I think she's going to stay missing for the rest of time. As for her ex-boyfriend Cedric, he was left having to pay for all of the wedding's cancellation fees after his ex ran away to never be heard from again. And the fees for canceling came out to around $30,000. He tried to ask friends and family to help him pay the fees off, but everyone turned him away, calling him an idiot for what he'd done. And so in the end, he was left having to use all his savings to pay off those fees. And following all of that, he sent me a message saying that I should be aware by now that he is a way better boyfriend than my new man. But to get him to realize how wrong he was, I sent him an image of our wedding day, and since then he's blocked me. If you really want to cut ties to a disgusting man, you just have to show him that your life's way better without him.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.